Hello, and welcome to today's debate. We have four candidates, including myself. Two of them are Democratic candidates. I'm Warren Erickson.
I am Jack Condon, Democratic Iowa Senator.
And two Republican candidates.
I'm Aloria Cornelius.
Zach McBride.
We are here to discuss certain things happening in our world today. These consist of military, healthcare, infrastructure, climate, and immigration.
Our first topic that we'll be talking about is military. And as a Republican, I believe that having a strong conventional military that maintains traditional values is necessary to ensure the security of the free world.
Well, from this side of the table, I believe that the military should be modernized, should be agile, and constantly developing so that we can respond quickly to any emerging threats.
Now I agree with that, but to do that, we need to increase our military budget. Nowadays, everything is costing more money. China, North Korea, Russia, they are all increasing their military spending. We have to do the same if we want to keep up.
Well,
This one's mine. The military budget is already massively inflated, and increasing budget would just dig us deeper into debt. And instead of increasing the budget, we should restructure how we spend the money.
Our military needs to be focused on competition with other great powers, and our military structure should reflect that.
No. No, the military should be focused on counterterrorism and protecting the world's trade routes from any harm.
Well, we can move on to healthcare here. I believe that's all the time we have for military. Personally, I believe that healthcare should be more conservative with both its spending and its ethics. For example, euthanasia is incredibly unethical. It is a mockery of life in our beautiful country. Why would we focus on euthanasia when we could instead fund cures or pain relief for these innocent people?
The process is an option for those whose pain goes beyond our modern science or science that's likely to be developed in the next few years. And is it not more unethical to deny them a dignified death?
Then what about the ACA? It increased the amount of Americans paying for premiums. Some businesses are cutting hours so they don't have to pay for health care.
But the ACA has improved American lives, though. 60 million more Americans have health insurance within the first 5 years of its conception. It means that pre-existing conditions cannot be denied under this new stuff.
Well, what about abortion? Abortion is murder. Life starts at conception, and by aborting that life, you are taking a life. And you are taking a future from a child that may have had a future.
Abortion saves lives. Every 100,000 deliveries and abortions, 9 die during delivery and less than 1 die every 100,000 abortions. It could endanger health care for those who don't even want abortions for non-viable pregnancies that will more than likely result in miscarriage or death.
So let's move on to infrastructure.
Yes.
Infrastructure isn't that high of a priority. We actually have bigger problems in the world. To focus on.
Passing a $1.2 trillion bill isn't impossible and would help the people of America as a whole.
Well, it's just wasteful. Same thing could be completed for far less money. It's a waste of American taxpayer dollars.
The taxpayer dollars aren't just being thrown into a furnace, they're then put back into the economy, into concrete plants, the asphalt plants, and all the workers we have to pay are 7 million miles of roads.
This package will bring about more expensive bills without climate change. Like the $3.5 trillion bill that they're trying to pass right now, plus other future bills.
The economy benefits from better infrastructure because of the better roads, buildings, and other things that allow more involvement in life and the economy as a whole.
Well, I think it would do best for us to move on now. I believe we're going to be starting to talk about climate. Republican stance, making climate change a priority would slow down our economy. Really, it has minimal effects on the United States. It should be ignored for now until we have a greater economy to fund it.
Every state has been affected by climate change. Billions of dollars have been lost from events caused by climate change like wildfires and floods, but neither of those really apply to Iowa. Something that does is like the derecho and it being 50, 60 degrees just 10 days from Christmas, and all our soil quality is depleting.
Okay, well, if we do have to help with climate change or whatever, then we should at least solve it using market-based solutions. It would improve our economy as well as give us like a cheaper way to fight emissions.
We can improve both, though. Making jobs that fight climate change and creating a clean energy economy that has proven solutions to mitigate climate change allows for even faster healing of the earth and just slowing down climate change as a whole rather than just one of each.
Just plant trees, suck up carbon dioxide, and allow us to keep using fossil fuels. Fossil fuels are vital for the economy. My job is created by coal and oil alone are monumentous. Are we going to replace those all with tree planting? No.
We can't just keep using fossil fuels forever. They're a limited resource. There's only so much coal and oil and natural gas that's within the Earth's crust, and in 30 years' time, production will no longer meet our demand for it, and we'll start running out of oil. So something has to be done or we'll run out of energy.
Well, I think we have spoken about climate enough. Let's move on to another major issue, immigration. In our current national climate, it isn't safe to leave immigration uncontrolled.
But as it stands, though, our policies they unfairly target people based on race and not based off of the crimes that they might commit.
Harder policy will keep our workers from poverty. It will keep them employed.
The system still criminalizes just being an immigrant at all, and asylum seekers with unjust laws and policies.
Well, immigration changes the culture of the country because they come from different backgrounds and have different ideas about society.
Immigration is discriminatory to minorities. Minority immigrant experience more discrimination at a much higher rate than other immigrants. Nearly 56% of African American immigrants report discrimination, while only 16% of white immigrants report the same thing.
I think that the military is the most important issue because that's where we spend most of our money, and other countries are becoming an increasing threat, and there's a lot more terrorism around the world.
I would agree with that because we have the huge amounts of money that are put into our military causes other facets of American society to dwindle away and rot to nothing.
I think that immigration is the most important topic to talk about because we have a lot of immigrants coming into the country, and we can't have all of the immigrants coming into the country. We need to have some more systems in place to prevent as many people. What about you?
Now, in my opinion, in this humble Texas senator's opinion, I think that healthcare is very vital to both our country's culture and our well-being as a nation. I believe that what we are doing to our children is cruel and unkind. I believe that abortion should be outlawed, and I believe it should happen today. Thank you.